watch the balls we just saw there.
Being chased out left. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Reggie Bush taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good...
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play that time for the Rams. 52 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 27 yards. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So now after the timeout, they'll try for it one more time. Mariota will look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this is caught by Watkins. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have that. No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second down, Flacco now. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They run. It's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I like the reasoning. It's too far for a field goal, and it's too short to really get a big field position edge on a punt. Let's go for it. And sure enough, it's the ground game that's able to convert for them on fourth down.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Going. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. A good grab by the Clemson native there, Sammy Watkins, Charles.
And he doesn't have every measure.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. David Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Keith Mumphrey that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's got Rome picked off by the Pro Bowler, Mark. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And his kick is right through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. To return, this is Mark Mariani. A beautiful fake. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. Mariota forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Watkins alone on the left side. Play clock winding down. Now Flacco. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And all the way